Hey, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We are introducing this week's Torah reading to none other than Avraham Avinu. Abraham, our forefather, who our sages teach, was born in the year 1948. 1,948 years since the creation of the world, 1948, and was 75 years old when he was given the command in the opening verse in this week's parsha, Lech Lecha, to go. So let's think about this for a minute. 1948, the state of Israel, and it's now 75 years old. What can we learn from that command of Lech Lecha? Well, Lech means to go out. It's the things that we do externally. Lecha means within ourselves. What can we do to help the situation, both out there in the world and also internally within ourselves spiritually? Lech, to go out. Well, here's one suggestion. I went to hear yesterday the families of some of the hostages, and one of the mothers whose son was abducted, he was in the rave, in the concert, and he was taken. And she said, if every single day, and there were hundreds of people there listening to them, all of you, there were about 500 people, everyone here can pick up the phone and call your elected official and say, today's 18 days, today's 19 days since the hostages have been taken and they're still not yet released, to keep this on the minds of our elected officials. So I did it this morning. And it felt good. And I felt like I was doing something out there in the world for one of our brothers who's in captivity. That's Lech. That's to go out. Lecha means to go within yourself. What can we do internally? Of course, we can pray. We can daven. We can perform a mitzvah. If there's a mitzvah that's a little weak, you do a little Shabbos, but you can do more. Or maybe to take on lighting candles at the proper time, bringing in Shabbat this week. Or maybe it's the Dan Tefillin. If you're a man, there's so many different mitzvot that we can perform. And before you do the mitzvah, direct this towards your brothers and sisters who are the hostages, or are our brothers and sisters who are on the front lines about to go into Gaza. They need our prayers. They need our mitzvos. They need us to be strong spiritually and internally. And they need us to do things, to advocate on their behalf, to send them clothing, to give them funding, and to call our officials to keep this issue, the hot issue that it needs to remain, until each and every one of them is brought home. Shabbat Shalom.